guys, Valerie here with a quick artist tip.
Art Hacks with Valerie.
Have you ever been in the middle of a drawing and want to switch pencils and you have to stop and like read through all the HBs, 2Bs, 4Bs, 2Hs, all that stuff? So here's a quick trick on how to label your pencils quickly and easily. I really enjoyed it. I've been using it for a little while now and I find it really fun. I have a huge drawer full of pencils, pens, and other such paraphernalia, and I love it. They're so colorful. They're all different. I have different stories where I got each one. They're just fun. They really reflect my personality. But for my actual drawings, I generally don't use these. I've moved on to artist grade pencils. The brand I've been using a lot lately is Tombow, but there's a couple other different brands that I have used in the past. And they just have a nicer quality. They're an artist grade graphite, so you can really tell the difference. If you know anything about art pencils, then you know they have a little bit of difference in the texture and the hardness or softness in the lead, and they identify those using a number or a letter. Now, I've talked a little bit about this in previous art videos about art supplies. Just to kind of give you a little example, this one here is a 2B, and this one here is a 3B, and this one here is an HB. And actually probably go like this would be the best way to put it. So the HB is going to be a harder lead, which means my pencil is going to have a lighter line, but it's not going to smudge very much. So this is great for doing work that I don't want to smear or smudge. I want a nice light line. I would use this pencil. The 2B is kind of in between. The 3B is going to have a softer lead, so it's going to have a nice really dark line to it. But it's going to be a lot easier to smudge. Even though they look just like normal pencils, they are vastly different. So sometimes it can be hard to, when you're in drawing and you're trying to find your pencil, trying to find your HB, and all you can find is your 3B, and it's kind of frustrating. So here's an artist tip for you. I was at my local store the other day and I found these things called Snap-its, and I thought, oh, those are stinking fun. And they're just little decorative things to put on the ends of your pencils. But I found that's much easier to see and spy that than, you know, looking through all my vast amounts of pencils. I can put these on my favorite pencils and be able to identify, well, that's going to be a 3B or whatever. So this works for me. It may not work for everybody, but it definitely helps me to be able to identify my pencils. So let's try these out. So you can snap it on, or I think you can just kind of slide it on there. So I'm just going to slide it on right underneath the HB there. So it doesn't hinder my using of it, but it just adds a little bit of decorativeness to it. And it's going to help me to identify my pencils much faster. Also looks like you could stack them on top of each other, so you could make it quite the longer layer if you wanted to do that. That could actually help you a little bit as well. I actually got 2 packs of these. I got one that's just kind of a, they say it's a 11-piece one, and then I got the sports one. Not much of a sports player, but it was the only other design they had, and I don't mind sports. So they have footballs, basketballs, and baseballs. So now when these are in my pencil cup, it's going to be a lot easier to see these and be able to pull out the ones I want. I'll just begin to recognize them by the different type of design that they have. So I've only found these Snap-its at one store. So what can you do if you don't have these Snap-its? What I would recommend doing is get some decorative tape. I found this at my local dollar store. So for just $1, and use that. So you could just take this, take your pencil and wrap that around. Make sure you don't cover up the number of your pencil just in case you forget and need to relook. Just give that a little wrap. And there we go. There was actually a lot of different designs of this tape. I think I'll go back and actually pick up a few more rolls of this and be able to decorate my art pencils. So as well as being very easy to then identify my different pencils, it also makes them so decorative. So have fun decorating your pencils. You could also go a little bit more extreme if you want to actually put some paint on them and paint the tips. Again, I would just not cover up the actual identification of the type of pencil. just so that you can double check. You're like, I think this one was a 2B, but I'm not sure anymore. So I would just leave that part blank, but you could paint the whole thing. So if you decorate your pencils, take a picture of it and let me see, and post that to my Facebook page or Instagram so that I can check out your cool decorated pencils. If you'd like to see some more tutorials on decorating pencils, let me know in the comment section below, and I will show you some of my other crazy pencils that I've decorated. I've had some really fun ones. Well, thank you guys for joining me today, and until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.